Hello everybody, Spike Games here, back with some more Magic Arena content. So I sort of lied last time when I said I was only going to play a certain few decks. I've always had this, it's not an issue, it's just tendency in games to move from different thing to different thing. So I've been actually doing pretty well with the Feather aggressive deck. We're up to Diamond 3 with 3 points, which I think is the highest I've ever been. So best of one Feather tends to just like really take people off guard, and it deals tons of damage in like a variety of different ways. And then the other reason is it wins games a lot faster. So you can get a lot more games in. And like we mentioned in an earlier video, it's grinding ranked is a little bit different than normal Magic events because you want to get as many games in as possible. So sometimes you surrender when you have value left on the table and things like this. So we are going to do some more of that. Let's play some Feather Aggro. And I know I need to get better at showing the deck list before we start, so I'll show it right after this. I've been really enjoying the Twitter account Arena deck lists. People post deck lists they get to Mythic with, and it's sort of fun to follow and try out some of the deck lists that people make Mythic with. So component, ooh, Foil Grazer, Bant, okay. I was gonna say they could be on my spoilers. There's gonna be a really cool deck in a future video that I think is just super fun to play. I don't think it's nearly as strong as some of the top decks, at least at the moment, but maybe it'll get tuned and we'll see. An Arcanist here. The thing you want to do with this deck is curve out as much as you can. We've got really good 2 and 3 drops, and then just start nuking your opponent's creatures with all the removal spells. So here, it really would have been nice to draw a land. We don't really have much of a play here, actually. I think I'm willing to use 1 God's Willing here to get the Scry and get in for 1 damage, but that's not super relevant. It doesn't really matter. Let's say blue. Yeah, there's our land. That's what we wanted to see. So, and then we'll just pass. We needed the Scry. This deck has a lot of tiny little decisions like that that you. Ooh.
Tell me your story.
Bant butts, huh?
We are only as strong as our allies.
Yeah, no blocks. That's kind of neat, I have to say. Alright, so we get our land, and I can play our Feather, and we actually have backup Feather too, which is really nice. And opponent's going to gain a lot of life, that's for sure. And so we'll have to fight through that, but they're like running out of cards too,
In our strength.
which is neat. Although they, okay, I was gonna say conceivably they could have just dropped Nissa there, and that would have been really scary. But here we're gonna 10th District Legionnaire. We are going to. We can't Reckless Rage, huh? Don't have second red. Well, I think then we, in that case, just get in with Feather. And I think we want to kill Huatli, because it seems to be the linchpin of his whole deck. Jeez. No one expects the tower defense. Is there anything we can do about that? I don't think so. Just gets a 9/9 and an 8/8 and blocks our Feather. Yeah. And he double blocks very smartly, because we could have God's Willing to give protection if he only blocked with 1, saved Feather. Opponent seems to be playing a very weird deck, but playing it pretty smart, which is neat. Neat to see. Yeah. Might have been correct to... Do we want him to have our Dreadhorde guy? I don't think we do. We go like this. Give protection for blue. I don't really want shock. So that fizzles. When it gets to hit us big. Or not. Okay, I'll take that. So here... I think we shock this in for sure. We're going to want to do a lot of things this turn. So I think now that we have double red, we're going to play backup feather. We're going to reckless rage, targeting our Legionnaire. Oh wow, okay, opponent scoops. See, this is what I mean. I mean, that, to be fair, that was a very unorthodox deck. I don't think it's even very good, but, you know. That was a very quick match, which is nice. And we're going to update our spreadsheet. For those of you who don't know, the spreadsheet is in the comments. I'm keeping a spreadsheet of all of my matches, so you can see, even when I play off camera real time, what I'm playing and what's going well. So that was Bant Butts. We were on Feather Aggro. And we are now Diamond 3 with 4 points. Claim prize. Street Ride. Don't care. Another game. Oh, I forgot to show the deck again. Huh. I'm just so excited to play the deck. I think I could tell you what the deck is from memory. It's very streamlined. It's like 4 Defiant Strike, 4 God's Willing, 4 Reckless Rage, 4 Shock, 4 10th District Legionnaire, 4 of the Vampire, Adonto Vanguard, 4 Dreadhorde Arcanist, 4 Feathers, 4, and then I think maybe 3 Krenko and 2, no, 3 Legion Warboss and 2 Krenko, I think. We can't keep this hand. This deck needs creatures. This hand is much better. We don't need 3 Arcanists, so we'll throw one back. Play the top land first. Still don't have perfect mana. These should be untapped lands or temples, but alas. Alright, so here, our 10th District Legionnaire can't get through that guy. So we're still shocking this out, but I think we're playing Arcanist this turn. Opponent might be on blue-red spells, or could even be on Gruul. Mono-red with Burning Prophet's a little interesting, but, you know, do what you gotta do sometimes. I think we're not gonna block that, because I think he probably has Shock. Would have pinged us for 1, shocked us. I don't want to trade Arcanist for Shock. Okay, it looks like it is mono-red. Mono-red main deck Burning Prophets, interesting. See how that works out for our opponent. Ooh, Sarkin? This is an interesting take on red, it seems like. Ooh, and they get double Spectacle here. That hurts. Alright, well here, I think I want to... See, they're just going to kill whatever we play, right? So, what do we care about the least? Probably one of our Legionnaires, because we don't have things to target them with, so we'll just do this and swing for 2. And hold up Shock. Just because, I mean, like I said, anything they cast will kill it. Or anything we play, they'll kill, because we see the Shock in their hand, so. Take our medicine here. Yep. That's what we expected. At least we got a shock to our opponent out of the Legionnaire, instead of, you know, one of these things getting almost nothing. Do we want to shock our opponent? I think we do. We need to stay competitive in this race. I'll play the Guild Gate here. Now we don't know that they have removal, so we're going to play the War Boss this time. They probably do, but if they don't, it puts us far ahead. Yeah, see, they don't. They have a Cranko, which would have been really nice to have Shock for, admittedly. Ooh, but this is great. See, we get to do this. They're tapped out. They can't do anything about it. We're going to play this, kill Cranko, pump Legionnaire. We don't need more land. Yeah, and opponent scoops to that. It's just so brutal once this deck goes off. There's just not much you can do about it. It's really fun, actually. So we won 1-0. We were against mono red. We were feather aggro again. Diamond 3 with 5 points. Going all the way here with feather aggro. So yeah, so here's the deck. I think I was right in what I was saying. 3 Legion Warboss, 2 Cranko. Yeah. And actually 1 Tajik. This is my spicy tech. It's got haste, it's got mentor, so sometimes it just comes out of nowhere and wrecks things. Partly it's also because I don't have 3rd Cranko or 4th Legion Warboss, but I think it's still pretty good. But yeah, 4 ofs, a lot of 4 ofs, it's really nice. I need to get 3 of these tap lands, or I guess 3, 4, 5 tap lands out of the deck, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Let me actually think here, right? So I think the normal one runs 4 of these, 4 of these. Let me look up the list, actually. No, I won't do that on video. I'll do it later. So that's the deck. It's really fun. I've been enjoying it a lot. And we'll play another game. Shh, no spoilers on the zombies deck. Shh, that's later. It's a really fun deck. It's a little swingy. Some games you just do nothing, and some games you... I had one game where I won the game drawing through my entire deck except for 3 cards. And then I swung for 65 damage. It's very fun. We can keep this. Seems fine. It's not amazing, but it'll work. Keep that. Doesn't really matter which land we play, because this won't be untapped no matter what. Ooh, opponent's on Naya Feather, it looks like. I think I actually want to 10th District Legionnaire first. It's a little risky, but we're just trying to hope opponent doesn't have removal that they can play right now. They probably do, but what are you going to do? Adonto Vanguard could have been better, actually, because we could have given Indestructible against the removal. This is the swingier play, though, because we Reckless Rage next turn, which pumps it and kills. So, like, land Feather would be great for us here. Okay. Yes. I love it. I love it, I love it. Great, great, great. Okay, so here's what we do. We Reckless Rage, kill Feather, target our Legionnaire. Do we want a Legion Warboss? Honestly, I don't think so. I don't think we need him. And then we play nothing. Yeah. And hold up God's Willing to protect our Legionnaire. All the removal in this deck is red, so pro red protects it for sure. Jeez, people just love scooping to this deck too. I guess that person was a Feather player, so they understand what it looks like to be losing, but jeez, this deck, just the early concession. So that was Naya Feather, which is a variation of this deck. I think it actually probably is better, but I don't have all the lands for it, and Boros is somewhat more consistent if you don't, so. It's also easier to play, which, you know, for me, is helpful. It is a newer deck. I haven't gotten as many reps on it yet, so. the fact that it's a little easier to play is appealing to me. The Naya one has a lot more decision points around your turn 2 plays, I would say. So it's much more important to be picking the right ones, because they have more choices on turn 2. They have the Paradise Druid, and they have the 1 and a green enchantment. Lets you scry when you play a creature and draw when you target a creature, which is really strong in this deck. Obviously, it's like a second engine after Feather. But looks like opponent is on control, so we'll get to see how we do against control. Yep, looks like as per control. Ooh, they get to take our Arcanist. That's bad. I would take the Arcanist. We'll see what they do. Maybe they're not scared of the Arcanist. Yeah, well, okay. I was going to say, if they don't have creatures, the Arcanist's biggest thing is it can recur things like Reckless Rage, which gets pretty scary if you have a lot of creatures, because it just kills a lot of them. Narset. Okay, not the end of the world. We'll get to Krenko for free next turn. Or sorry, I think we're going to Legion War Buffs next turn, actually. Okay, there's his board wipe. Do we want to try and bait it with Krenko? No, I think we want to Legion War Buffs, because that means we can tick Narset to 2. And if he wants to use her again, she dies. If he wants to board wipe, sure. Board wipe 1 creature. Okay, Narset dies. As expected. Big Teferi, okay. Play a land here. And we're just gonna keep attacking. Pump this guy. We are certainly not gonna play Krenko into a board wipe here. We're just gonna try and force opponent to 1-for-1 us with the board wipe. Ooh, looks like they're stuck on 3. Might have been good to play Krenko, but we can't really know that, so. We can present more than enough pressure with just this guy here. This is the power of Legion War Boss. Just straight killing your opponent with 1 creature. Yeah, that's not gonna save you. Jeez. Legion War Boss into Mana Screw equals GG. Popping off with this deck. I love it. Go all the way to Mythic today? What do you think? I'm about it. I'm about it, I'm about it. You also get a lot more games with aggro decks. With my Simic deck or with control decks, you get like maybe, you know, like 6 games per video. We're gonna get like 10 or 15 games in this video, probably. And we are on a tear with it too. Since I started playing this deck, I am, according to my spreadsheet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 4. Jeez. That's strong. Play the mountain first, so that we can shock if we need to. We don't need to. Play this. Let's start with 10th District Legionnaire. Put on more pressure than Arcanist. Off the bat. Pemer Elementals, it seems. So here, I think we want to swing and see what our opponent does. Okay, they don't block, so I think we just define strike here. Yes, I want that. And we'll use it right now, actually. Just stopping the ramp train here. Land is fine. And hit our opponent for 5 on turn 3. This deck, so silly. Okay, there's the value engine, but we will kill that immediately. We'll play this, we'll play Feather. We will shock your Risen Reef down, and you will scoop. We're gonna hit you for 4 down to 7, and then we had Tajik and a bunch of other good stuff, so. Alright, another win. Teamer Elementals. Your Feather Aggro. Of course, Diamond 2, 2 points. Alright. This is making me feel very confident. Winning all these games in a row. It feels nice, I have to say. Turns out Feather Aggro is the truth. Turn 3, 5 damage, not bad. Jorge Vargas Garamara. Yeah, this is a slower hand, but I'll keep it. Untapped land would be helpful, though. I didn't realize all of these were tapped lands. Probably should have checked. So we'll play the Scry one first. Yep. There's my untapped land. Great. So land heavy hand, so we need to be somewhat cautious, but depends what opponent's on here. Looks like maybe mono red. Or Feather themselves. We'll see. Yeah. Or Rakdos. Rakdos plays Grimnitiate. Rakdos. Rakdos. Right, cool. Yeah, the Rakdos deck is pretty solid, I think. Although, no black mana. Could be either stuck on mana or mono red, we'll see. I'll take 1. I don't want to have to pay 4 to trade for that guy. Steamkin. So it looks like mono red. Other untapped land is good. Means we get to just go right into Warboss. Force the removal here. Doesn't block. Great. End turn. Okay, we need to draw not lands. That's what I want. Not lands. Removal as expected, sure. Opponent gets to hit us for 3 or 4 maybe, depending on what they have. Yep, 4. We go to 15. Pass through. Okay, God's willing. So we're definitely playing Feather here. And then I think we don't attack. So opponent's gonna get in with Runaway Steamkin, which is annoying. But then we get to start going off next turn with God's willing, so that's neat. I think Feather is very badly worded, because it says, if you do, return it to your hand at the beginning of the next end step. Which seems like you should be able to get it on your opponent's end step, because that's an end step, the next end step, but it doesn't actually work that way, which is sort of annoying, I must say. Okay, so opponent could have shock here. They could just not care about these guys dying. I mean, they could have a 3 damage spell, which would kill Feather, and I don't think we want that. I don't think we care about this goblin too much, so I think I'm just gonna chomp with it. And take 2. We need to really carefully manage this race here, I think. So we'll take our 2. And then Goblin will get killed. they can't now use this guy for mana, because if they do, right now anyway, it would die to the goblin. And it will now too, actually, if they use it for mana, so we'll see if they do. It's got 1 damage on it. Okay, light up the stage, sure. Land and lightning strike, okay. Okay, I don't know why you're playing Evolving Wilds unless you're on Rakdos, but okay, or not. Okay. Okay, so it's a little bit less than ideal that we didn't draw anything there. Dun, 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 dun. So opponents representing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. Jeez. That's a lot. That's certainly a lot. So I think we're on the swing with just the Vanguard plan here. Keep Feather for blocking. Opponent is tapped out, so they can't do anything right now. Well, but they can do this guy. But it'll only be for 3 mana. So unless they have Shock, Lightning Strike, they can't kill Feather. But I think if they have that, there's not much we can do about it. So I think we gotta do it this way. It's pretty expected. So now we God's Willing protection from red. Oh, but they can shock it in response. Or I mean, lightning strike it in response, huh? Well, then we can give Indestructible if we want. I don't know if that's worth it, but I think I'm gonna do it. Go to 9, which is very dangerous. Doesn't do anything, I don't think. Do we have to give Indestructible again? I think we do. I'm gonna do it. Let's go crazy. Red. Yeah. Get the God's Willing back. Go to town. That was a bold play. If they get Burn Spell, we're just dead, but I think we had to do something. Yeah, this is how we die, probably. Four, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we die. Oh well. That was it might have been ill-advised to lose 8 life to save our Vanguard, but what are you gonna do? I'm in 2 with 1 point, and we got probably the cool thing about this deck is we're close to the end of the video, but we can still play another game because it's so fast. Who knows? We might get the turn 2 or 3 nuts, and our opponent will just surrender. I also like this deck more than mono red. It just plays more fun to me. Feels like there's more decisions and your cards are more powerful individually, and I just like it better. Okay, on the draw we're definitely keeping this hand, because if we get 3rd land we sandbag 10th District Legionnaire until we can protect it with God's Willing, I believe. Black White Temple, okay. Probably Vamps. I want to preserve the life total, so even though we could have held up Shock turn 1, I think the 2 damage is more important. Yeah, especially against Esper. I'm actually going to do this. This is a weird play. but we're gonna do it this way. Narset, okay, that's fine.
Those who cannot perceive beyond the veil of reality. Meditate.
What do you got? What do you have? What do you have? Question now is, do we feather next turn? Ah, board wipe, got it, okay. We can just Tajik, right, and kill Narset. Yeah, I kind of want to just do that. I don't think Tajik is as valuable. Or, well, wrong card. Classic. Well, that's slightly annoying.
I have just the trick for this.
Could have sworn I clicked Tajik, but whatever. I'm just gonna board wipe 1 for 1. Let's see. Nope, they're gonna Teferi and bounce it.
I'm known for my excellent timing.
That's okay with me.
I have a plan.
Drawing land next turn would be helpful. That's a tap land. Be careful what you wish for. Alright. So we have double God's Willing now, so I think I'm gonna just do this. Just go right at our opponent here. It doesn't let us recycle them as much with Feather, but these are the kinds of decisions you have to make in this deck, I think. Yeah, so this is when we can't God's Willing because of Teferi. Oh boy, that was bad. I should have hit Teferi there. Big mistake. Big mistake. That's my bad. I should have hit Teferi instead of going to face. Ugh. Well, learned my lesson, I guess. Not the second one, jeez. That was such a big mistake. I'm just gonna shock Teferi, screw this.
Really should have seen that coming.
Alright, no more of this shenanigans. Now we can Feather with God's Willing up.
The past, present, and future. Keep an open mind.
And we have backup Feather, great. I don't know if we could have even won this game.
Sorry I'm late.
We can't God's Willing because of Teferi.
Like it?
Jeez.
But
The opponent's just gonna outvalue us now. And we'll steal one of our feathers with outrace. Oh, they steal the 2-drop. That's interesting. I guess they just want something, didn't want something that was unkillable. So interesting. Well, we're gonna kill Teferi again,
This is hardly my worst.
and then we're gonna feather. We're trying to bait the 1-for-1 board wipe, but they just keep having infinity Teferis, so makes it tough.
Might be a bad idea.
Makes it tough, I would say. Yeah, the fact that they can feel comfortable shocking themselves is dangerous. And doing that, jeez. What are you getting? Godpharaoh statue, maybe? That would be pretty backbreaking. Let's play Feather again. Looks familiar. No, we can do this too, actually. Except Narset stops us from drawing cards. It's alright though, we get it back. Opponent has certainly gotten a ton of card advantage, and they pulled a card from out of the game, so they've got some sort of bullet in their hand. Yeah, opponent's just got so many cards. I don't think there's anything we can do to come back, but we're going to keep playing it out. There's another feather with double God's Willing backup. So please don't have another board wipe. Thanks, thanks. Okay, thanks. We did get the 1-for-1 board wipe, but at this point, doesn't look promising still. Ah, yes, of course. The command the Dreadhorde. Very nice. I think we're scooping to that. That's backbreaking. Who downs his feather kills us with their own guys. Yee. Esper control, feather aggro. Alright, well, thanks for watching. That was kind of a whirlwind of a video, but I think feather aggro is what I'm going to do all the way to Mythic. It's just so fast and pretty fun to play, so... As always, like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, and watch the videos all the way to the end. Those are the best ways to help the channel. See you next time.